Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really a question. The real question is, can Africans who hate African Americans portray us on the big screen? I got some information from a couple of my followers regarding the new Harriet Tubman movie that will be coming out soon, and the actress who is tapped to play Harriet Tubman is of African descent from the continent and is a real Black American, African American hater. She really doesn't like Black Americans. She doesn't like Black American culture. She's one of those people who don't believe that Black Americans have a culture. So my question is it appropriate for her to play us? Before I begin and go in, please like this video at the end if you like it. Follow my YouTube channel, Jovi Beauty. It's actually Jovi Beauty on all platforms. That's me. And please subscribe to my station. And now let's get on with this bullshit. Okay guys, so again, like I said before, this video is about Cynthia Erivo playing Harriet Tubman in the new Harriet Tubman movie that is in production now. She is an African descent person who despises Black Americans. She has wrote a lot of Twitter posts, which she has now deleted. Like, she has wrote a lot of anti-Black American Twitter posts, and it's real, it's a real thing right now. It's really dangerous. I just want to read really fast what one of my followers sent to me to describe, you know, why Cynthia playing Harriet Tubman was not the bee's knees, because I honestly didn't know about the situation. I know who Lovey is, and I know that she is very disrespectful to the Black American community and very separation of church and state, if you should say. So let me just read this real quick. So I'm not going to read the first paragraph. The first paragraph is basically letting me know who she is. So she wanted to start out by saying, you know, that she's supportive of British Americans. I mean, she's supportive of Black British. She's supportive of Black Americans. She's basically saying she reached out to me because, like me, she is a supporter of African descent people worldwide. There's no separation of us, but what white people and colonialism have done, what slavery and, you know, imperialism and all of that have created. So then she wrote to me, the problem, she's basically saying that she has no problem with British actors because she has, you know, no problem with Naomi Harris, Michael Cole, Idris Elba. You know, it's the problem she has with Cynthia is her recent anti-Black American comments. If you despise Black Americans, why play an iconic Black American hero? Doesn't make sense. Before y'all bring up Black American actors portraying Africans, have Will Smith, John T. Cheadle, Angela Bassett, or Lawrence Fishburne ever disrespected African culture? No. Because I did notice, and then she sent me a lot of screenshots of text, deleted text, because people are really like digging into this. They have a petition going now, everything, because this girl is like Lovey, who believes that they are superior to Black Americans. They try to say that we have no culture. And when I say Black Americans, I don't necessarily just mean, because she even tried to separate us. She tried to say something about like the Caribbeans, and I'm a descent from Central America. I'm first generation North American, okay? But so when I say Black Americans, as anyone who follows me long enough would know, I mean North America, Central America, the West Indies, South America, everybody that was shackled and brought over here without their will. Everybody who was told what to do. Now, just because, and I need to make this shit clear, because I don't understand why some Africans would think that they're better. We've all had to go through our own set of struggles. We were brought over to this side of the world, enslaved, okay? It does not change that y'all were in Africa, in Nigeria. I believe I saw something from her stating that, you know, she's Nigerian. She, you know, came over here, I believe she said when she was 9, and she never learned about anything regarding slavery. All she learned about is Nigerian independence that happened in 1960. Now, I don't understand how Africans don't equate what happened, the colonialism, the destruction of the continent, all of that, to what happened to Black Americans in slavery. I don't understand. Just because Lovey family come from, you know, she has maids or she has drivers in Africa, that means that you're rich black folk. That means that you're the top 10. That means that you are not the average African. You know, the people that come over here sometimes, I don't think that they really comprehend that they are perpetuating the divide and conquer bullshit. It's like, I did also see an interview from, I forgot her name. I think her name is Yvonne. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't want to botch it. But she's the girl that plays Molly on Insecure. She was on the radio station here in New York, and I think Charlemagne asked her about it, and she went on to explain to us how in Nigerian culture, you know, they think they're better than other Nigerians. Basically, yes, they think they're better than Black Americans. They think they're better than everybody. Like, that's slave mentality to the umpteenth. If that ain't house nigga mentality, I don't know. So, you know, we really got to think about it. You know, we say house nigga shit here, but the way they're acting, Lovey, you know, this girl Cynthia, they're acting like house niggers, trying to look down on us. She was talking about people and their names, and they're making fun of us to her white colleagues. Like, I don't understand why she don't think that her white colleagues see us all as niggas. There is no I keep trying to let them know, us know. Everybody know, because, you know, there are Black Americans who feel a way about Africans as well. You know, there are Black Americans who don't like Africans. And again, there's Africans who don't like Black Americans. But no one is helping each other with all of this hate. Look at America right now. They are willing to embrace the hell out of Russia. Embrace the hell out of Russia. Russia done threatened them. They didn't have wars. They didn't have all of this shit. But you know what they do have in common? They do have that fair skin and that blonde hair in common. And that's what's important to them. You will never see a Russian talking all this shit online about really white Americans or anybody else white. That is really a nigga trait. And I'm going to say nigga trait while I'm talking about Cynthia and Lovey, because that's nigga shit. That's real. I think I'm better than you because I don't even know. I don't know. Why? Because she had a car, because she had African slaves in Nigeria, because she probably come from a tribe or people who sold off Black people to America. Let's call it what? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I do know that I think it's appropriate, if you despise Black Americans, why are you here? If you think we're the bane of the earth, the bane of existence, why are you here? Why are you here? Go back to Africa. Why are you here? I don't hate Africans. That's why I travel anywhere I feel like it. But if I say I hate a certain people or don't want to be around certain people, why would I go there? Why would I want to play a role by them? If you don't want to play, like she was saying, she don't want to play struggles, the descendant of slaves, all of this, that's fine. So why come here? Go to play roles in Africa, or go play roles that aren't those roles. Just don't come to America, because that is the American struggle, no matter what part of America you come from. And it don't mean our blackness is better than African blackness, or African blackness is better than our blackness. We've all been through our own struggles in the community, in the world of being Black. Every last one of us And to sit up on the internet and to try to degrade black people for years and years and years and years with your little West African alliance is whack as hell. It's whack, and everybody in that alliance is whack as hell. I know Molly's in it from Insecure. That's whack. I know that badass Bozama, she's in it, and I really like her. But again, if these are her friends, you think she must think she's better than the average nigga too. Maybe that's why she's working with Papa John now. Maybe that's why. I don't understand why, because you come from, you know, the continent, you think you're better than anybody here. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense. It's like when I travel to Africa, does that mean that I'm better, that I go over there thinking I'm better than them? We all have our own struggles, and it play out differently on the respective continents. That don't mean anyone is better than anybody. That don't mean anyone is better than anybody. And it damn sure don't mean that Nigerians are better than Americans. How does that work? How does that work? It's really nice. It's really dope to be from a place where you're the default. You know what I'm saying? I get it, and that's dope. But that does not, you do not get to degrade everybody else. You do not get to degrade other people's tribes. Because whether you want to acknowledge it, admit it, or whatever, you know, black Americans have a culture. We are the culture, number one. And we have a tribe. We are our tribe. You know, you have your whatever, we have our tribe. What's the problem? We act American because we are American. You come over here and you want to be American. What's the problem? I don't understand. We should be working together to build our respective race up. Okay? To build our race up. And if you don't get that, the people who don't get that are the niggas who sold us off in the first place. The ones who don't get that, they come, I don't care what you say. The ones who don't get that, like Lovey, like this Cynthia girl, like all the rest of them who don't comprehend this, who think they are better than black Americans, to me, that says I am a descendant of those black people who sold my own people from my tribe and the tribe up the block to Americas to be enslaved. Y'all the ones. Y'all the ones. That's why y'all rich, right? Because y'all sold us off. That's why y'all got all this money to try to, you know, have black maids and shit. What make you think that that's okay? How is that appropriate? I don't understand. How? How? You don't understand. If you don't understand, listen, I'm not gonna pretend to understand the struggles that is being African born. I cannot sit here and try to comprehend and understand or degrade or belittle the struggles or what it's like to be African and maybe even move over here just to be African and living over there, and you know the struggles that may be associated with living and growing up in Nigeria or in the Congo or in wherever, because there's a whole bunch of countries with a whole bunch of people who are not sitting up in with frickin' maids and drivers. How dare you? So how dare you think you could come and tell black Americans about black Americans and tell us about our struggle? What the hell do you know about our struggle? And no one said, and your blackness doesn't say, oh, because I didn't come from slavery, I don't know anything about blackness. No, because you're not, because you don't recognize that we are all one. We're all one. If you don't recognize that, you got problems. And you know you should not be representing a black American hero. No. No. What are you going to represent about her? You don't understand her. You couldn't even comprehend it. Because you can't even comprehend black Americans in your own century. So how you supposed to comprehend black Americans and what the struggle was like then? How are you going to play this role? How? I don't understand. You can't even play yourself. Go over back to Africa, go play an African queen or something, go do what you want to do, but leave the roles for people who can really breathe air into them. Because if you don't comprehend anything about black culture or black people of the Americas, you can't play us. That's it. So this Cynthia girl could go. They have a whole petition up, y'all. They have a whole petition. I'm gonna put the petition in the link below, in the description box below. But yeah, it's so destructive, y'all. It's so destructive. It's destructive to our race. It's destructive to our culture. And I know, you know, she and her lovey and the rest of them, you know, may feel like their culture ain't our culture, and that's great. That's great. But don't come over here with the shits. Don't come over here with the shits. And don't be feeling away when you, because I also found that, you know, they talk a whole bunch of stuff. Like when I say she sent me screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of just degrading and demoralizing things that this girl has said or co-signed from Lovey about Black Americans, y'all, she also said, you know, if her culture is an African and she haven't watched Black Americans play her culture, like, you know, she's trying to separate us by our skin folk, or, you know, by where we were born. And really, there is no separation, because we're Black, bruh. Asians, there's no separation. You know, they are Asian and they are who they are, no matter where and how many centuries they have been in another location. That doesn't change who they are. White people too, that doesn't change who they are. But only these Africans who are in the highest positions. That's what it is. Because it's not the regular Africans working and trying to make it happen. No, there's chicks that, you know, they go over to Africa and they family live in mansions, and, you know, the rich ones who again got rich by selling their country out. Okay? Because y'all so rich. But Nigeria, when you ask Britain and white people about Nigeria, they won't say y'all are rich people with rich culture. They don't say that. They say y'all are thieves. They say y'all are scammers and thieves. That's the you want to talk about Black American culture. Black American culture, you may try to call us urban, you may try to call us a lot of things, but the world see Nigeria as thieves and fucking just users, thieves, crooks. Users, thieves, and crooks. Did I say it? No. That's not what I think about them, but that's how the world thinks about them. Am I going to perpetuate that bullshit? I'm not going to perpetuate it. But these same Nigerians want to perpetuate the negative stereotypes of Black Americans. But yet, if we were to perpetuate their stereotypes and call them all scammers, we'd be wrong. We'd be so wrong. Anyway, that's all I got for you, because this shit sucks. I hope she really doesn't get the role. I hope she doesn't get no roles. I think she should go back to Nigeria and go live there and be happily ever after, and that's great and that's cool, and do your thing. I think she should learn about culture. I think she should not be so ignorant. I think sometimes we get so caught up in what we know or what we think we know that even in adulthood we sound to look stupid as fuck. And she looked dumb, and now she's trying to delete tweets and shit, and you know, it's too late. Motherfuckers have screenshotted it. I got them all in my phone. So anyway, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.